How's it going, everybody? I'm the Dergs, and welcome back to Really Red Gaming. 2017 threw me a ton of curveballs as far as content creating goes, but it's safe to say that if you're seeing this video, I'm back on track. So without further ado, what do you say we talk about my top 6 games of 2017 in February of 2018? Number 6. Cave Story Plus is a side-scrolling 2D run-and-gun platformer that was developed over the course of 5 years by an individual going by Pixel. Originally released in 2004 on the PC, Cave Story has had a ton of ports over its lifetime, leading up to its most recent release on the Switch. With extremely lovable characters, great music, and a heartwarming story to tell, Cave Story brings some much-needed depth to the platforming genre. Overall, the gameplay is what you would expect. Super tight controls and challenging yet rewarding level and enemy layout. Be warned though, the hard mode in this game is no joke. I started on it and let's just say it was not a good choice. But past all the reasons that make this game wonderful, there is one particular reason the release for the Switch made my list this year. In a world of DLC and digital game releases, Cave Story for the Switch not only came out with a physical copy, but the release included a full color manual and a CD version of the game's soundtrack in the case. If you're a fan of either the run and gun or platforming genres of gaming, you owe it to yourself to pick up a copy of Cave Story. And if you're a fan of collecting games in any way, shape, or form, this is definitely not one I would let get swept under the rug. Number 5. For all intensive purposes, Destiny 2 isn't a great game. Hell, it might not even be a good game. But gosh dang it, I love the space magic themed story so much, and I don't just mean the story that we see in Destiny 2, but the game's universe as a whole. Destiny 2 is a first-person MMO light. I say that because the game lacks a lot of the RPG aspects that made its successor the successful game that it was. If you can look past the current hate, and the shady stuff that its developer Bungie has done, Destiny 2 is a well-developed game underneath all of it. The guns in the game feel really good and the game itself is extremely tight. I'm hoping as the year goes on, we will see a breakaway from the in-game lacking, microtransaction pushing excuse of a Destiny 1 sequel that Destiny 2 currently is. But for now, that's all I can do is hope. Come on Bungie, don't let us down anymore. Number 4. 2017 was full of surprises, but when I heard the announcement of a Rabbids and Mario game, I wasn't sure what to think. Then I saw a clip of Rabid Mario and I thought, no, this isn't right, this isn't natural, there's no way in hell that this is gonna work. And then I played the game, and wow. If you're a fan of turn-based tactics games, or just fun in general, then give this game a chance. Mario vs. Rabbids ties the Mario Kingdom flawlessly into the tactics gameplay and is able to make it fresh and fun. The story is something wild but lovable, like the game opens up with the time-traveling washing machine, and it works. When I was deciding whether or not to pick this game up, I read somewhere that Mario vs. Rabbids doesn't do much new to its genre, but it does it so well that it feels new, and I think that is a spot-on statement to what this game brings to the table. If you like tactics games, don't let this one slip past you. Number 3. I feel like out of everything on this list, Starcraft Remastered might be what I get the most backlash for. Even more so than Destiny 2 not being at the bottom, or even being on this list at all. But the fact of the matter is that this game feels like a brand new release, but with its perfected gameplay of the original. I spent a big portion of my early gaming career playing the countless player-made game modes offered by StarCraft. And to be honest, I was a little worried when I heard that they were having to build most of the sprites from the ground up, because it might mess with the mechanics of the game. But it didn't, and man does this game look and feel awesome. At the time of this video, I've only played through a little bit of the old story and a handful of online matches, but it's safe to say that this game lives up to the title of Remastered. One of my major gripes about this game is that you have to log into your account via the internet in order to activate the remastered version. Look, I get it. but it's still annoying from a portability standpoint. And like I said earlier, that plays a lot into the games that I get to play. Starcraft will forever hold a place in my heart. It introduced me to one of my favorite genres of gaming, and little did I know that I was being introduced with one of the best of all time. Number 2. Yes, I realize that this is the third game on my top 2017 games that didn't officially come out in 2017, but frankly, I don't care because this is my list. That and I think portability opened up this game in a whole new way. Stardew Valley is without a doubt incredible as a standalone, but the port to the Switch has taken it to a whole new level. For those that have never heard of it, Stardew Valley is a farming simulator that plays similar to Harvest Moon or Rune Factory, but it brings the concept to a whole new level. Man, everything about this game is great. The location is lovable and memorable. The characters display more development in a portrait accompanied by a text box than most AAA fully animated quest characters do. And the music, it's great. It plays so hard on what this game represents. As far as the gameplay goes, there's always something to do, but not in like a forced way. Like, yeah, I'm looking forward to going into this mine, or yeah, today's a good day to plant my crops. Never do I feel like I'm doing a task because I have to. This game allows you to play it how you want. Stardew Valley is an example of what a farming sim should strive to be, and the fact that I can take it with me anywhere I go brings it into a whole new light. If you've been looking for something to meet up to your Harvest Moon expectations, look no more because I'm telling you, this is it. If you take the time out of your day to play any of the games on this list, make it Stardew Valley. Even if you're not a fan of the farming sim genre, I feel like this game has something to offer to everyone. Number 1. If you pay attention to anything that's on the shelves behind me at the beginning of these videos, I think that you could have seen this coming. I mean, what is there to say that hasn't been said? Breath of the Wild is amazing. And being a Zelda fan through and through, I can say it's the most welcome addition to the Zelda family in a long time. Outside of the occasional frame rate drop and one way too easy boss fight, there isn't anything bad to say about this game. And I can honestly say I've learned to love what a lot of people seem to complain about. The weapon systems is fun, it pushes me to play the game in different ways. And the stamina wheel creates a real sense of accomplishment when you're able to overcome things that you couldn't at the beginning of the game. In a time where the market's oversaturated with open world games, it's hard to say that there's much that Nintendo innovated with Breath of the Wild. And that's coming right from the mouth of a true Nintendo fanboy. But with that being said, what Breath of the Wild does bring to the open world genre is enjoyment. And I mean lots of it. Everything from cooking to climbing to riding to fighting, all of it in this game is fun. Almost every inch of the world is covered with something to explore, to collect, or at least admire. Here's the deal, I could honestly ramble about this game all night, but I'm not going to. If you haven't had the chance to check out Breath of the Wild, do yourself a favor and pick up one of the best games that's been released in a very, very long time. Oh man, guys, if you're seeing this video, that means it made it to the internet, which means it didn't break before it made it there. And that in and of itself is an accomplishment. 2017 was rough when it came to content creating, but I'm hoping that means 2018 will be as smooth as butter. If it's not, then I'm still going to keep putting out videos because the fact of the matter is, I enjoy this and I enjoy video games. Anyways, if you've made it this far in the video and you enjoyed what you saw, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you liked this particular video a whole lot, you can leave it a thumbs up, which would be much appreciated. Either way, I will catch you guys next time in the next video. Thanks again.